Okay, students. So now we are going to start a mock interview of our student Sumit Das, and this mock is for Indian Oil Corporation Limited. Okay, Sumit. So start with your introduction.
Hello, sir. My name is Sumit Das. I belong to Kanchapura, West Bengal. I completed my engineering on 2016 in electronics and instrumentation from University of Kalyani. Then on 2017, I wrote a GATE exam, got a call from IOCL, but couldn't able to crack it. Then I moved to private sector. Currently, I'm working in Continental Automotive Private Limited.
Continental
Automotive Private Limited.
Okay. As
a test engineer.
Test engineer. So what is the main job profile there? Main works?
My main job profile is to we use different sensors to know the vehicle stability criteria and what is the vehicle, is it going unstable, if there is a sudden braking situation, the wheel is getting locked or it is getting skid. So we monitor that, and according to that we take action so that it can be rectified. A sudden oversteering or
this Continental Automotive Private Limited is related to what kind of main activity?
It is mainly a supplier for automobile industry.
Okay.
Like
they supply components or equipments for automobile sector, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm working on brake system.
So, if you have a job in pure, this is related to sensor instrumentation. So I think mainly related to your core works.
Yes, sir. It is somewhat related to core work, but here we generally use the model of sensor, not actual sensor. We simulate it and see it in computer, and that is in hardware. We create a virtual environment through different hardware and software, and we create the scenario and test in that is in our laptop.
Okay. So why do you want to join IOCL then, if you are already having a good job?
I want to join IOCL because last time when I tried in IOCL, that is on 2017, couldn't able to crack it, and I wanted to join in IOCL when I was in college, but as didn't got rejected for the first time, and also there were everyone around my circle was getting job. I got little depressed, so I went towards the private sector and secured a job over there.
No, why you are so much interested in joining IOCL?
Yes, after reaching there, I made some friends there. They motivated me, what you want to do, you should do, because they also go for their dream, that is they also went for PSUs and others. And in PSU, like IOCL, I mainly joined because it's one of the best employer in India, and also it provides a good handsome package and perks.
Good package and perks. Okay. Any difference in working environment there in your current organization and IOCL you are expecting?
I am expecting in IOCL it could be field visits, but here in our main task will be inside a white collar job. In IOCL, I'm expecting it could be a blue collar as well as mix of both.
So everyone wants white collar job, na?
Oh, it's
in
okay.
AC room and enjoy. Why to go visit the plants in the fields, especially in summers?
Yeah, that is also correct. But as I mentioned that I want to do it, and it also gives the multiple opportunities to meet with different people, but and do work with different other fields and other possibilities are more compared to this sector, what I feel, because here we have to deal with other persons also in IOCL.
Okay, suppose we offer the same amount, same package, okay, or we may provide 5% increment or maximum 10% increment, okay, as you are getting in your current organization, then still will you like to join IOCL?
Sir, yeah, that is a tough question to answer. As if I'm getting the same salary in IOCL, then I don't think it could be a reason to join.
So your main concern is package, right?
Yeah, one of the concern is also package.
Okay, and suppose after joining IOCL and after working here for 2 to 3 years, you get a good offer from any other organization, a 40% hike in your salary package, then what will you do?
It depends on the situation, sir. What we are, it's not only the package also matter at that time. After 2 to 3 years, my surroundings and my need will also change at that time. So it depends on that time. Is my work-life balance is okay, or in what location it is given? So totally depends on that situation. I can't predict from now what will I do after 4 or 5 years.
Okay, tell me, what is Pirani gauge? Do you know Pirani gauge?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Low pressure measurement transducer.
Low pressure measurement range. What is the range of low pressure measurement? In what range it is mainly used?
It is mainly used in torque.
Torr.
Yes.
Torr is the unit of pressure, no?
Yes.
So value, what is the value of the range? In which range it measures?
I can't able to recall the range.
Okay. Okay. Do you know diaphragm?
Yes, sir.
What is the use?
It is mainly used to convert the displacement and pressure measurement. Sorry, it's used to measure the pressure and displacement and linear movement.
Okay. What is the best advantage of that? Most important advantage of that? Main characteristic.
Its longevity is good and high tech. It's long means it can be used for a longer duration of time.
Longer duration of time is for many years, right?
Yes.
Any other advantage?
Right now I can't.
Okay. What is piezoelectric effect?
Piezoelectric effect in a particular material is been pressurized, then it induce some voltage in its perpendicular. Suppose the pressure has been applied in transverse direction, then it will introduce voltage in its lateral direction.
Okay. So is it active transducer or passive transducer, piezoelectric transducer?
It is a passive transducer.
Passive transducer. What is the difference between passive and active transducer?
Passive transducer doesn't need any power supply to operate, but active transducer required power supply to operate.
Okay. Okay, Kailash sir, you may continue now.
Hello, Sumit. Hello, Sumit. My voice is audible to you.
Hello, sir. Yes.
My voice is audible to you. Okay, tell me a bit about your work profile and in brief, please. Tell me the organization. You are into the automotive industry, right?
Yes, I am in automotive industry.
So, what was the
Uh,
domain you were working into?
Here I am working as a test engineer. So here my main work is to simulate different scenarios uh, of vehicle. We have a software already inbuilt. So that
Which
software
software?
uh, it is suppose ABS control function, if you have heard of. That is,
Mm-hmm.
we use different microcontrollers. So in that microcontroller, we flash a software, and when that software is flashed, and after that we create different scenarios to test what is the vehicle dynamics and how it is behaving, and
Which
if
dynamics?
what
Which
uh,
type of dynamics?
like if we give sudden braking, or there is change in longitudinal acceleration, there is change in lateral, or there is change in yaw rate, then what
Mm-hmm.
are the countermeasures we have to take so
So,
that
okay, I got your point. After the analysis, you made some conclusion and observation, right? So, how
yeah
they are
we
going
may
to help? How they are going to help you for the stability?
okay. So we are monitoring it. So if that monitoring has been done, we can use our automatic brake system. That is, we will apply the brake on wheels
Mm-hmm.
so that it doesn't get deviate much. Means it acceleration should be controlled within a limit so that it doesn't give any harsh accident.
So you
Or
mean to say you are, just doing the analysis for stability in one direction. So there are so
no,
many
no, it
factors which there are so many factors which can distort the stability of any system. Even if we talk about the electric vehicle stability, right? So
yes.
how you're going to take the counter effect of all the other disturbances?
Uh, count of all disturbances.
Yeah.
Actually, we are only means taking the information from uh, few of the parts, not all of the part, and the few of the parts are from wheels and steering and and lidar. And I'm not
What do
working
you
with radar.
what do you understand by lidar? Do you have any detailed information about lidar?
No, sir.
No. Okay, fine, no issue. Hello, am I
Yes,
audible?
yes, yes, sir.
Okay, do you have any idea about optical sensor?
Yes, optical sensors.
So, suppose you are having an optical sensor, okay? So generally
Mhm.
based on, measurement of the which of the optical properties you made the observation.
We can do it by checking the change in resistance, or
Change
change
in
in conduct.
resistance. Do you think that change in resistance can reflect the optical change? I am asking about optical property. Resistance is the optical property.
Okay, I'm checking about photoresist. Yeah.
Have you listened term refractive index, polarization, wavelength? Have you listened these terms?
Yes, 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 yes.
Reflectance, transmittance, phase shift.
Yeah, interference and all. Yes, yes.
Okay, so
Uh,
right now you and me are in a conversation, right?
yes, sir.
So are we using a microphone or not?
Yeah, we are using microphone.
So can you tell me what is the difference between the operation of microphone and speaker in brief only?
Uh, Microphone, it converts the sound energy, means vibration in airs, into electrical signal, and
Mm-hmm.
speaker, it does the reverse, means it transfer the electrical impulse into vibrations.
So can you discuss in brief how basically microphone work?
We have In microphone, there is a diaphragm which
Mhm.
senses the vibration in nearby the air, and
Mhm.
with that vibration, it changes the magnetic field around it, and that change in magnetic field is been converted into electrical signals.
How that change in magnetic field is converted into electrical signal? So there is no need of coil. There is no coil attached to the diaphragm.
No, there is some coil is present. So there,
Mhm.
with that diaphragm and coil, there is a uh, movement. That movement created an means signal like an LVDT. It does.
Okay, so you might have studied about thermometer, right?
Yes, sir.
So we have mostly one is the mercury thermometer and one is the digital thermometer. Nowadays we have the digital thermometer, right? So can you tell me the brief difference between them?
Digital thermometer, you mean the one which are being used in during this COVID?
Yeah, right,
Uh,
right. I mean to say digital thermometer which displays temperature on a LCD display, right? Earlier we were
uh,
using the mercury thermometer, okay? So
yes.
what is difference? How mercury thermometer reflect the changes, reflect the sensed values?
Mercury thermometer, mercury expands by when there is a change in temperature. So
Mhm.
that change in temperature has been uh, linearly scaled in uh, temperature format. And the recent digital one is where we generally use the radiation theory, it is pyrometry.
Which theory?
Uh, pyrometer we will use in
Are you sure about
digital
this?
thermo. Sir, if I'm talking about, if I understood your question, you are asking about without touching the temperature measurement.
Okay, fine, no issue. So, do you have any idea about the sensitivity?
Yes, it's output by input, ratio of
Sensitivity
output
should
by,
be high or low.
it should be as high as, it should be high.
In reference to what? In reference to external disturbances you are saying, or in reference to external signal you are saying?
Sir, could you repeat external disturbance and
You
external
you told
signal?
me na sensitivity should be high, right? So,
Yes,
in reference to which parameter you are saying sensitivity should be high? In reference to the external
in
signal
reference to
or in
input,
external to the disturbances?
in reference in reference to the input,
So
that
don't you
is
think if your sensitivity is too high in reference to the input, then it will be also highly sensitive towards the very small amount of the noise which will be occurring?
uh, yes, yes, sir.
Then
So
how we can avoid this problem?
we can, no sir, I don't have this answer for this.
Okay, have you idea about comparator? See, when we measure some signal, we used to compare, or when we compare the signal, when we convert the signal from analog to digital, right? The
Yes,
very basic step is the comparison. Fine, we compare the signal, if you are aware, right?
yes, sir.
So can you tell me any practical device which can be used for comparison process, which can work effectively as a comparator on the initial stages of the measurement?
We can use Smith trigger as a comparator.
Schmidt trigger,
Uh,
can't you use the open loop operational amplifier only?
we can use the open loop configuration, but it will, as the open loop configuration have very high gain, uh,
Hmm.
can affect our measurement. Means it can give
So how gain is going to affect your measurement? High gain is a good thing or bad thing?
high gain is good thing, but uh, means if there is very small difference between inverting and non-inverting terminal, that will give a positive or negative output. So if we want to limit our sensitivity, means limit our comparison value between
Okay,
some
listen,
values.
listen my point, listen my point. Suppose I have a sine wave, right?
Yes, sir.
I want to convert it into a square wave. Okay.
Square wave. Okay.
So how I can convert it? Can you suggest me the design? Can we use the schema trigger or can we use the open loop operational amplifier? What you will suggest personally?
Here we have to use open loop amplifier with the reference signal 0 or any.
अगर मैं रेफरेंस सिग्नल 0 के अलावा कुछ और लूंगा तो क्या चेंजेस आएंगे?
तो फिर ये अपर
Okay. Finally, tell me what do you understand by the stability in a reference to any control system? What do you understand by the stability of control system?
By stability, we means if we provide any input which should be bounded, then we should get a bounded output.
So then the system is stable.
Yeah, if for a bounded input it's giving and bounded output, it should be a stable signal.
Do you think that if you are giving a bounded input to a practical system, I'm not asking mathematically. Mathematically, you can say ramp and all things. Okay. Suppose you are giving a bounded input to a practical system, because right now we are talking about a practical system. Do you think that its output can go infinite practically? Hello.
Yes, sir.
You told me that a system is only stable if I am giving a bounded input. The output should be bounded. I considered your case, right? So that
Yes.
I agree. But my question is it possible practically that we are giving bounded input and output grow unboundedly? Is it possible practically?
Practically, I don't have the answer.
Okay, Kailash sir, so now please provide feedback to the student.
Okay, आपका नाम क्या है? सुमित है ना आपका नाम?
जी.
हाँ सुमित, देखो यार थोड़ा सा ना एक बार अपना जो इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन वाला पार्ट है, मेजरमेंट वाला पार्ट है, उसमें सेंसर्स को अच्छे से पढ़ लीजिएगा, ठीक है? और शायद आपने मॉडल्स, प्रोटोटाइप मॉडल यूज भी किए होंगे सेंसर्स के, जैसा आप बता रहे थे। हिंदी अंडरस्टैंड करते हो आप?
जी जी।
हाँ ठीक है, तो उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा पढ़ लो। दूसरा चीज है कि जब हम कंपैरिजन करते हैं तो हम ओपन लूप भी यूज कर सकते हैं, क्लोज लूप हम यूज कर सकते हैं, जो आप स्कीमेटिक ट्रिगर बोल रहे हैं, ठीक है? बट पॉइंट है कि जब आपके पास नॉइज का अफेक्ट हो इनपुट के ऊपर, तो आपका ओपन लूप जो है इफेक्टिव कंपैरिजन नहीं करता है, तो वहां पे फिर आपका क्लोज लूप कंपैरिजन काम करता है, स्कीमेटिक ट्रिगर। देखो ओपन लूप में आप कंपैरिजन किसके साथ करते हो? एक लेवल के साथ करते हो, सिंगल थ्रेशोल्ड कंपैरिजन होता है, ठीक है? स्कीमेटिक ट्रिगर में क्या होता है? डबल थ्रेशोल्ड कंपैरिजन होता है। स्कीमेटिक ट्रिगर में अगर आपका एक बार सिग्नल एक लेवल को क्रॉस कर गया, उसके बाद वो चाहे उस लेवल के नीचे भी आ जाए, नॉइज क्या करेगा बेसिकली बताओ? जो आपका सिग्नल होगा उसकी शेप को डिस्टॉर्ट करने की कोशिश करेगा ना। तो अगर आपका डिस्टॉर्टेड शेप होगा सिग्नल का, जो आपने सेंस किया कहीं से, जो आपने डिटेक्ट किया कहीं से, तो कभी भी उसके कन्वर्जन के लिए हम ओपन लूप को रेकमेंड नहीं करते हैं, हम हमेशा क्लोज लूप रेकमेंड करते हैं। क्लोज लूप मतलब प्रैक्टिकल कंपैरेटर, जिसको हम स्कीमेटिक ट्रिगर बोलते हैं। तो इस तरह से जो भी नॉइस होता है उसको आप रिमूव कर सकते हो। समझ आ रही बात? नहीं तो अगर आप ओपन लूप करोगे तो वहां पे आपके पास ट्रांजिशन तो आएगा, बट ट्रांजिशन के साथ क्या आएंगी? ऑसिलेशन भी आएंगी। मान लीजिए आप कंपैरिजन कर रहे हो आप एक लेवल से कंपैरिजन कर रहे हो और नॉइज की वजह से 3-4 बार आपका जो साइन वेव है वो ऊपर नीचे जा रहा है उस थ्रेशोल्ड के, तो वो 3-4 बार ऊपर नीचे जाने से वहां पे क्या आएंगी, ऑसिलेशंस आएंगी कि नहीं आएंगी बताओ। और अगर आप इस सिग्नल को आगे ट्रांसमिट कर दोगे तो फॉल्स ट्रिगरिंग होगा डिजिटल सर्किट का कि नहीं होगा, बताइए।
ठीक होगा।
तो इसीलिए आप हमेशा प्रैक्टिकल कंपैरेटर प्रेफर करते हो जब आपके पास सिग्नल प्लस नॉइस दोनों हो। और जो आप स्टेबिलिटी की डिफाइन करते हो ना, हमेशा बीआईबी और मैथमेटिकली स्टेबिलिटी मत डिफाइन करो। तो आपने तो काम करा है यार स्टेबिलिटी वाले पार्ट में। आप सिंपल बोलो ना कि सर अगर मैंने कोई सिस्टम डिजाइन किया है एंड इफ आई थिंक दैट सिस्टम इज अप्रोप्रिएटली और परफेक्टली डूइंग द ऑब्जेक्टिव जिसके लिए मैंने उसको डिजाइन किया है, तो वो सिस्टम स्टेबल है। अगर वो नहीं कर रहा है तो वो अनस्टेबल है। ये बाउंडेड इनपुट बाउंडेड आउटपुट, ये तो मैथमेटिकल मेथड है ना। आपने बताया कि सर हम एनालिसिस करते हैं, सॉफ्टवेयर यूज करते हैं, वहां पे हम देखते हैं कि कितना डेविएशन आ रहा है। डेविएशन आने का मतलब वो आपके एक्सपेक्टेशन को नहीं मीट कर रहा है। नहीं मीट कर रहा है तो तभी तो आप उसके ऊपर काम कर रहे हो, स्टेबल सिस्टम की तरफ ले जा रहे हो। तो जो स्टेबल सिस्टम है वो वही सिस्टम होगा ना जो आपके ऑब्जेक्टिव को फुलफिल कर रहा है कि नहीं कर रहा है, बताइए।
यस सर।
तो थोड़ा सा मैथमेटिकल कम हुई है, प्रैक्टिकल ज्यादा डिफाइन करी चीजों को। ओके, बाकी आपने जो मरकरी थर्मोमीटर है या फिर डिजिटल थर्मोमीटर है वो आपने सही डिस्कस करा है। और उसके बाद सेंसर्स के बारे में थोड़ा सा पढ़ लीजिएगा, ठीक है।
ओके सुमित, तो आपका जो नॉन टेक्निकल सेक्शन के क्वेश्चंस हैं वो तो मतलब ठीक है, जो आपने आंसर किए वैसे ही करने हैं। थोड़ा टेक्निकल सेक्शन को स्ट्रॉन्ग करो। इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन के बेसिक जितने भी ट्रांसड्यूसर्स हैं ना, उनकी रेंज याद करो, उनके मेन फंक्शन क्या है, एप्लीकेशंस, एडवांटेज डिसएडवांटेज वो पता होने चाहिए। थर्मोकपल सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट थर्मोकपल होता है, और जितने भी प्रेशर मेजरमेंट इंस्ट्रूमेंट है, स्ट्रेन गेज है, इनकी पूरी वर्किंग को एक बार समझो ध्यान से, थ्योरेटिकली भी समझो, ठीक है। क्योंकि आईओसीएल में तो पूरा काम इन्हीं के ऊपर होता है। थर्मो सारे जो ट्रांसड्यूसर्स हैं वहां पे मिलेंगे आपको सारे के सारे, तो उनकी सबकी टाइप, रेंज, एडवांटेज, डिसएडवांटेज, वो सब कंडीशंस याद करो। जैसे आपको पिरानी गेज की रेंज याद नहीं है, ठीक है, पहले आप उसको दूसरा फिर डायाफ्राम के बारे में भी जो मैंने क्वेश्चन पूछा था, तो डायाफ्राम में क्या होता है ना, देखो कि उसकी जो रेंज है, मान लिया जो हमारे पास गेज होता है उसकी जो मैक्सिमम लिमिट है, अगर मान लिया हम उससे ज्यादा भी लगा देते हैं कई बार प्रेशर, तो उसको टॉलरेट कर लेता है काफी टाइम तक वो, समझे ना। मतलब मेजर तो उतना ही करेगा जितनी उसकी रेंज होगी, बट अगर प्रेशर बाई चांस कहीं से ज्यादा भी आ गया तो उसको सहन करने की जो पावर है वो ज्यादा होती है उसके अंदर।
टॉलरेंस।
हाँ, ये आपको याद रखना है, ठीक है। मतलब ज्यादा प्रेशर आ जाएगा तो फिर भी स्टेबल रहेगा, वो खराब नहीं होगा, जल्दी से चल जाएगा। बाकी सारे ट्रांसड्यूसर्स के बारे में जल्दी से देख लो आप एक बार। और ये जो आपने कि आईओसीएल क्यों ज्वाइन करना चाहते हो, तो आप बता सकते हो कि सर जो एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है यहाँ पे, मतलब काम ये भी ठीक है, बट इसके कंपैरिजन में अगर मैं देखता हूँ तो आईओसीएल एक बड़ी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जहाँ पे फैसिलिटीज, सैलरीज, जो आपका फेयर, प्रमोशंस, ये सारी फैसिलिटी वहां पे मेरे को लग रहा है कि ज्यादा अच्छे तरीके से मिल पाएंगी। और प्योर इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन का काम वहां पे बहुत ज्यादा है, ठीक है ना। जैसे आप ये बोल सकते हो कि यहाँ पे तो व्हाइट कॉलर जॉब है, मतलब कि ऑफिस में बैठ के बस एक जगह रहना होता है, बट मैं चाहता हूँ कि फील्ड में भी जाऊं मैं थोड़ा। और आईओसीएल में दोनों तरीके का वर्क है, वहां पे कंट्रोल पैनल्स लगे हुए हैं, तो उनके अंदर भी मतलब हमें मॉनिटर करना होता है सारा सिस्टम को, और हमें फील्ड में भी जाना होता है, जो वहां पे ट्रांसड्यूसर कैसे काम कर रहे हैं सारे, किस में क्या मेजरमेंट कैसे हो रहा है, वो सारी चीजें, तो वो मैं उसमें भी घूमना चाहता हूँ, वो देखना करना चाहता हूँ काम। दोनों डायरेक्शन में मैं काम करना चाहता हूँ, मतलब एक जगह सिटिंग में ही नहीं करना चाहता सिर्फ कि पूरे दिन एक कुर्सी पे बैठ गया मैं और वहीं पे बस बैठा रहूं कंप्यूटर पे। उससे अच्छा है कि मैं थोड़ा मूवमेंट वाला काम भी अगर मुझे मिलता है तो अच्छा रहेगा मेरे लिए वो, इसलिए मैं ज्वाइन करना चाहता हूँ कंपनी, ठीक है। और अगर फ्यूचर में कोई अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है सर, तो अभी तो कुछ नहीं है, वहां पे जब मैं जॉब करूंगा तब मुझे एक्चुअल में, अभी तो मेरे को सब अच्छा लगेगा आईओसीएल के बारे में, बट जब हम वर्क करते हैं तो वहां पे चीजें काफी नई सीखने को मिलती हैं, एडवांटेज डिसएडवांटेज तो वहां पे पता चलेंगे। तो 2 साल बाद क्या होगा वो तो मैं तभी डिसाइड कर पाऊंगा, अभी तो नहीं कर सकता सर। बट मेरा तो मन है कि मैं लाइफ टाइम मतलब परमानेंटली जुड़ूं वहां पे। और अभी मैंने सुना भी नहीं है कि उसमें कोई बंदा जल्दी से उसको क्विट करता है, सभी लोग मतलब अपना रिटायरमेंट से ही लेके निकलते हैं वहां से अच्छे तरीके से काम करके, तो मेरा भी वही उम्मीद रहेगा, ठीक है।
जी।
ओके, ऑल द बेस्ट सुमित।
क्या थैंक यू सर। सर एक क्वेश्चन था।
आप बाद में पूछ सकते हो अभी, ठीक है। एक नेक्स्ट मॉक है,
जी।
अलग से कॉल
नहीं,
करेंगे।
एक छोटा सा ये उसमें क्या प्रोसेस कंट्रोल रिलेटेड भी क्वेश्चन आते हैं या इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन?
ये डिटेल में मैं आपको बता दूंगा, आप मुझे एक बार मेरे नंबर पे कॉल करें ना, मैं मैसेज सेंड कर दूंगा, ठीक है।
जी सर।
कब है आपका इंटरव्यू?
15 को।
हाँ, तो कल सुबह डिस्कशन कर लेंगे, पूरा डिटेल में समझा दूंगा क्या क्या पढ़ना है। ओके
जी सर।
ओके, ऑल द बेस्ट।